Hello everyone, this is Anne from Odulcina. Look at this. This is a junk journal that I have for many years, and from time to time you saw me adding little things there. It's kind of my go-to journal when I want to glue something on a page, and I never finished it and I want to keep it. I just love this. This is from a wedding dress that had like beading work, and it's raw silk. Anyway, I just love it. And today I created those gorgeous, I don't know how to call that, but decorations with a cameo. And I was looking to, instead of doing a whole journal cover, I looked in my stash to see if I could find something, and look at that. I could place it right there. Isn't it cute? This is how I love to work. I tend to create decos and then mix it with something else. But when I create that, I have no idea how I'm going to use it. Compared to building from the journal, I build from the top and I add layers, or I can do like a base and then I'm gonna add layers and then add a top. This is how it works for me in my creative process. So I made that, and I also thought, well, if we don't have a cute cameo like that, what can we do? We can use a wax seal. I have this model that is kind of a cameo. So I kind of did the same. And then I thought, oh, let me show you how to do that. So I'm going to do it with my cameo. But you can use a wax seal, or it can be just a flower. It can be those smaller too. It can be a smaller version. It's just that my applique that I have are a bit big for this little one, but that could work too. You just have to put a little bit more around. And now that I have kind of a good recipe for this one, I'm gonna do another one, and it's gonna be in my stash waiting for the perfect cover eventually. All right, so what I'm doing first is I'm gonna take a sari silk that is the color you want, actually. And I'm gonna use the hot glue, and you need to be careful to not glue your fingers, but so far it's been good for me. Boy. Okay, look, let's get rid of that. And then I'm gonna try first to do like a fold, because we don't want the edge, and I'm gonna start with a fold, looking where I place my finger, and I'm adding folds. So I might need to add a little bit more glue at this point. Let me zoom in a little bit to make sure you see well, and hopefully I'll stay in frame. Okay, so I'm gonna add folds, and I'm just really careful with my fingers. Have another fold. I'm trying to create kind of a ruffle around the cameo. It doesn't need to be perfect, as you know. And this here, my fold didn't hold, so I'm gonna add a little bit of glue. And glue it. Nothing needs to be perfect. We try to, sometimes we want to control too much the folds, but believe me, at the end it doesn't matter. So I'm gonna add more glue here, and I'm gonna keep going on. So creating a fold, and I'm only pressing on the fabric. Creating a fold. another fold. I'm twisting a little bit at the same time. So here I'm gonna give it some fold and a little bit of loose fabric, loosiness. Keep going on. And I think about here I can cut. This is safe to cut. A little bit of glue here. And I fold it because the edge I want it to be folded like that. I can maybe use my spatula to flatten a little bit. And don't get upset with your gun. Of course, you're gonna have glue but just take the time to remove them and then keep going on. And now this fold, I want it to look a little bit better, so I'm gonna add a little bit of glue here and carefully fold it like that. You always have a couple of seconds to play it, so like right now, I want to make sure I like it. All right, you play with the folds. Okay, I'm gonna scrub my ends. So now you want to find a little fancy lace. Like I have another one that is like a good choice, so you can have an idea. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna glue it on the side that I didn't put the ruffle of sari silk. So let me start here. I can start a little bit behind and like that. A little bit of glue here. All right, so we have that now. And now we're still missing a little something. So we're gonna add a little ruffle with an herbal tea bag. I love these edges, so I'm gonna start with creating like a fold like that. I can cut in half so there's no bulkiness, and I'm gonna start somewhere like that, I guess. How it looks good. There's no project that is the same. So let's add a little bit of glue. Careful with your fingers. It's not so bad. And I'm adding some glue. And then I'm gonna create some folds. Oh. Like that. Creating some folds, I'm gonna flatten it. And the beauty with an herbal tea bag is that even if it's larger here, you can always shrink it down by creating more folds, you see? Here, if I don't like that, I can just fold it, and then I can do a little tiny bit of glue just use a spatula instead of your fingers. And here maybe I want to hold this well, so I'm going to add a little bit of glue here so this holds well. Look at that, it's going well. Okay, so now let's see, if I put it on this one, that could be this way, or that could be this way too. I mean, it's how you want it. If I place it here, let's say that could be this, or in the middle. Let's say if I use this one just to see. I have this Crafty Me Shop lace with beads. And I'm just trimming on each side. This I'm gonna keep for another project. And I'm thinking I can add this little bead like that. See? Or I can move it higher, place it like that, and I'm gonna add like a cheesecloth to kind of fill the holes. So this looks good. So let's go with the cheesecloth. So how to work with the cheesecloth, I just placed it. If that can help, I can maybe put just few dots of glue so it doesn't move that much. All right, and I'm gonna just cut around. It doesn't need to be perfect because we can trim more and we're gonna damage all the sides. See? So I'm just going around and I damage. So I can do the same here. And I damage. So I make it perfectly imperfect. Like this, you see how it goes? Here I need to damage it maybe a little bit more or trim it more. Damage again. Then I can cut that. And I'm gonna do that the whole, on all the sides. So here maybe I want to add a little bit glue just so it stays centered. So this is where you can add a little bit of glue if you want to create a fold or make sure it doesn't move till you like it. So, and now I can place that. You see it looks so much better with the cheesecloth behind. So I can place it in the middle, there, and this here. That's the good side. Maybe I can show it more because this applique is very big. I can place it like that maybe. Yeah, I like it. So I'm gonna start with gluing this. in the center. And then I can glue this piece lower or like that. I think I'm gonna go like that. Make sure my cameo is straight. Like this. All right. Oh, and maybe this part here, see, I don't want it to be like not centered. So I'm gonna add a little bit of glue maybe on this one and this one and center them with the cheesecloth. And we have a beautiful piece for a junk journal cover. If I place this one now on my cover, look at that. It's the same cover, but the size is bigger, but it still looks very, very cute. So I would just need to glue it, which I won't, because I honestly want to keep this. I want to keep this journal like this, or that could be just this, somewhere, but placing something else behind. That could be just another piece of lace that is smaller, you know, cheesecloth, scrap here. You know, you can add layers and play with that. If I take, I'm just grabbing, it's on my table. This has nothing to do with what I was doing, but just to show you, I can place it not in the center, a little bit like that. Look. That's why I love to kind of create something and then find different ways that I can use it. It always looks great. So get your cameo out, either wax seal or those cute cameos, and have fun. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.